Sometimes when I eat too much, I feel awful, but this recipe won't make you falafel. Hi, all you healthy humans. Welcome to New Leaf Table TV. I'm your host, Chef E. Today, we're making baked falafel with a creamy tahini sauce. So this is a plant-powered classic made the New Leaf Table way. So it's gluten-free, but full of flavor and super nourishing. We skip the fryer and bake these patties until they're golden and paired with tangy, fresh tabbouleh. It's clean, simple, and nourishing. So first of all, we have a cup and a half of cooked chickpeas. So chickpeas are full of choline, which is great for mood and memory. Also, 1 cup has 15 grams of protein and 12 grams of fiber. So they are the most effective gut agents out there. We also have half a diced red onion, half a diced white onion, 4 cloves of garlic, half a cup of almond flour. We're using a cup of diced red tomatoes, a little bit of cayenne for some heat, some cumin and coriander. We're also using tahini. So tahini is whole sesame seeds that have been ground into a paste. It's kind of like almond butter, but made with seeds. Make sure and get a kind made from whole sesame seeds, otherwise it can be a little bit bitter. It's also full of iron, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. It has more minerals than your multivitamin. It's also very high in calcium. It also contains tryptophan, which is the same amino acid found in turkey that increases your serotonin levels. We're also using baking powder to help our falafel rise. We also are using a lot of parsley. So parsley is full of vitamin C and K. It's a powerhouse of the plant world. It's also the base of our tabbouleh salad. So instead of using grains, which is typically used in tabbouleh, a wheat or a couscous, we're actually going to use hemp seeds. This is going to add protein and gut-loving fiber. We also have olive oil, salt and pepper, 1 whole lemon, half a cucumber. We're also using mint in our tabbouleh salad. Okay, let's get started. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 degrees. Okay, first of all, we're gonna make our falafel patties. So we're gonna use a food processor. You can also use a blender, or you can mash this up really fine with a fork. We're gonna combine our chickpeas, our half an onion. We're gonna use the juice from half of a lemon. We're gonna use the juice from the other half for our tabbouleh salad. We're using 3 cloves of fresh garlic. We're gonna use cumin, coriander, a little bit of cayenne, and salt and pepper. And a cup of fresh parsley. Now we're just gonna pulse this all together until it's nice and scoopable. Okay, I'm gonna take a spatula and scrape down the sides just to get all the extra, and then give it a few more pulses. Now I'm gonna add my almond flour. And my baking powder. Now I'm gonna give this a few more pulses to get it all combined. I'm gonna scrape down my sides one more time. And just make sure all those yummy ingredients are included. Okay, now we're ready to assemble our falafel. Now I'm gonna scoop about 8 to 10 patties onto my baking dish lined with unbleached parchment paper, and then flatten them out just a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna give these a quick brush with olive oil just to help them crisp up a little bit. Now these are ready to go in the oven at 450 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. Now we're gonna make our creamy tahini sauce. So I'm gonna do about 1/4 cup of tahini. I'm gonna use the juice from half of a lemon, 1 clove of garlic, a dash of salt. Now we're gonna whisk this all together. Now, if you need to thin out your sauce a little bit, which you probably do, we can add a little bit of water along the way to make sure it gets nice and creamy. Now I'm gonna add a drizzle of olive oil on top and whisk it in. Okay, now just give it a quick taste to see if it needs anything. Nope, that's perfect. Okay, now you can set this aside until it's time to eat. Okay, now we're ready to make our tabbouleh salad. So go ahead and add diced red onion. If you haven't already diced these, go ahead and do that now. We're also gonna add half of a cucumber. Now I am gonna kind of peel my cucumber a little bit. You don't have to peel it all the way, but it just kind of helps the salad be more cohesive. So I'm just gonna cut rough strips off the side. Now just dice up my cucumber. Now add them to your bowl. Now we're gonna add the juice from a whole lemon. I was actually wrong at the beginning. We need 2 lemons for this dish. So I'm gonna juice a whole lemon into my salad. Now I'm gonna cut up my tomatoes. Okay, now I'm gonna dice up my tomatoes. Now go ahead and add your tomatoes to your tabbouleh salad. Now we're gonna dice up 1.5 cups of parsley. Now I'm gonna chop up my parsley. I'm gonna add my parsley in batches just because it's hard to chop all of it at once. Okay, now lastly, we're gonna chop up our mint. Go ahead and remove your mint from the stems. now get it all nice and chopped up. Go ahead and add your mint to your salad. Whew, that was a lot of chopping. Okay, now we're gonna add olive oil to our tabbouleh, as well as salt and pepper. Lastly, don't forget to add a couple of tablespoons of hemp seeds to your tabbouleh salad for some extra protein. Now, hemp seeds are not crunchy, so don't expect a crunch, but they will add richness and depth of flavor. Now just mix it up. Okay, now just give it a taste and see if it needs anything. That is perfect. Okay, now we just wait for our falafel to get done in the oven. Okay, it's been 18 to 20 minutes. Let's get our falafel out of the oven. Okay, our falafel is done and oh man, looks amazing. So let's get it plated up. Go ahead and add a couple falafel to your plate. Add your tabbouleh and drizzle with your tahini sauce. There you have it, folks, our falafel with creamy tahini sauce. Thanks for watching New Leaf Table TV. Until we dine again, farewell, healthy humans. To subscribe to New Leaf Table's meal service with 4 new featured meals every week and easy delivery through your existing Amazon Prime membership, visit our website at newleaftable.com. And also, please like this video and hit the subscribe button to follow our YouTube channel. What do you call death by falafel? Homicide. So I rinsed these and drained these. So chickpeas. Chickpeas. Okay. So tahini is whole chickpeas, sesame seeds. So we're also using tahini. So tahini is whole, I almost said chickpeas again. It's all stuck in my whisk. Having whisking problems. There's just so much. Okay, it's getting smaller.